ask me, gosh, if there's God and angels, why is there so much suffering on the planet? Why are children being harmed and things like yesterday's news coming up? And what they've told me is that because we have free will choices, not even God can intervene if someone's got their mind set on something. Now, that being said, the angels are watching over the planet. This earth is not going anywhere. Absolutely promise, promise, promise. Earth has been here so long, and it will continue to be here. But in terms of people, if someone is bound and determined to be hurtful or behave in a way that you might call evil, the angels have to stand by and watch that. And there's people who don't listen to their angels. They have the angels, they don't listen to them. Because they have free will. You have free will. I have free will. And while your angels might stand by praying, gosh, I wish that they'd ask for my help today, they can't force it on you. But they're there. So let's say that your free will is like a circle. And 100% inside that circle is all yours. All yours. And let's just say that someone else has free will, and they have a circle, and they have 100% free will. There is a point, this is what the angels explained to me, where the two circles overlap, because that other person's free will choices affect your free will choice. So if you will join me in sending white light to the hearts of people, the angels promise me that we can speed up our mission collectively. Thank you. I knew I could count on you, Bay Area. Yes. Okay, and if you're filming this, put it on YouTube, get it out there, ask everyone you know to, and it doesn't matter what time it is. You don't need to do, these organized prayers. They're nice and everything, but it doesn't matter what time it is because there's no time. It doesn't matter how long you do it. Like right now, white light to the hearts of everyone. Okay? And then just visualize their hearts opening like a lotus flower. And know that it's done. Then let it go. Don't keep checking on it like checking on a cake that's baking in the oven, because you know what happens then. Right? Just whenever you send light, it's a gift. Just let it go. Okay? So the changes that are going on for you personally, let's address those. Right now we're all going through an initiation. Ta-da! How many of you know that you've been here before in other lifetimes? Okay, good. I can get that out of the way. Don't have to do a preamble. This is not a past life discussion, but I absolutely know that there are past lives and reincarnation. Your past lives are all coming up right now for you. This is a time of karmic balancing. Not so much in undoing wrongs, either direction, but in understanding fears and phobias that you have created for yourself over lifetimes. Right now, in initiation is you facing your fears. And believe me, they're all coming up for all of us. You noticed? Okay. Biggest fear we need you to face is the fear of coming out of the spiritual closet and being your authentic self. For some of you who, like myself, didn't have the nicest end of other lives because you were a light worker, it brings up fears about stepping out there and being your authentic self. But this is 2011. This truly is the millennium shift. It's time for you to come out of the closet and say, this is what I believe in. As you're guided. I wouldn't go around announcing it just willy-nilly. But as you're guided, it's time for us to be authentic in what we believe in. Right now, what's needed in those kind of situations is for you to be protecting yourself and to not take it on. Because part of the change that you're going on is becoming more and more sensitive to energy. And simultaneously becoming strong. You are on a mission to become both strong and sensitive. And both are equally important. There's a balance going on. There's an energy power plant in you, natural energy, that will fuel as much as you need to get done every day. Caffeine-free, calorie-free, and free of charge. You don't have to stand in some irritating long line to get it. There's no pesticides in this energy form. There's nothing but pure natural energy. Let's drink it in right now. Taking a deep breath, and we ask that you connect to your energy within. We're going to the high energy now of strong and sensitive and powerful light workers who work on the pranic level. Breathing it in, breathing that prana. So the changes that are going on include getting messages to change your diet. Many of you have been getting these messages for a while now. How's that going? So what is your life purpose? Well, you all know that the core of our life purpose is the same for all of us, and that is love. And that's because that's who we are. And we are one love, one spirit, each and every one of us. Our higher self knows this. Your higher self knows that. And when we go into meditation, we all remember that. And it's easy in meditation to know that, isn't it? Sitting in front of that beautiful fountain over there with the Buddha, you can just kind of drift away and you go, But then you, at some point, have to leave this little meditation fountain and probably go to your job. So if you get in your car and you get on this freeway out here and someone cuts you off. Do you love them? Are you affirming your oneness with them? The egos more often go into the lower place, though, which seems like humility, but is actually a form of attack. And the ego goes, well, I'm not as qualified as that person to be a light worker. That person's more psychic than me. That person has their heart open more than me. That person is farther along the spiritual path than me. Blah, 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 blah. Have any of you heard this voice? Of course you have. That's the dangerous little voice that's delaying light workers from their path. Your particular form of teaching and remembering love is absolutely needed right now. Everybody on this whole planet has a personal mission for themselves. But light workers like yourselves also signed up for a global mission. And you can feel that global mission. The form it takes is, I know there's something I'm supposed to do to help people. So I'm here to recruit and initiate you onto whatever your purpose is. And it doesn't have to look like mine. A spiritual purpose can be being a great airplane mechanic. Please be great airplane mechanics, since I fly a lot. It can be being a great school teacher. It can be being a great mother or father, or walking dogs. It can be a million different ways to express love. But what's needed right now is for all of us to be aligned with our truth. Now that's a fancy New Age term. If you know me, if you've read my books or seen me speak, you know that I'm very practical and down to earth. Triple earth sign, I can't help it. You know, Taurus sun, Virgo moon, Capricorn rising, and the rest is all Pisces, which is why I'm a mermaid. But the thing about spirituality that I find important is, how does it make this world a better place? How does it make all of us have a better Tuesday afternoon? And I don't want to talk about DNA and ascension. To me, what does that even mean? I don't want to talk about seventh rays of light. I want to talk about how can we all be better neighbors to the people who live on our street.